Not
Great, of course, I
seduction,
get
it's
to have
just
fun
generally
with
yeah.
by threat, for God's sake.
Yeah, I was. It could have been 7th threat.
Yeah.
But to rolling blank on 2 yellow dice, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's bad luck.
That's 2 1s on those 12-sided dice.
Look at it this way: you didn't actually roll a despair.
No. Well, I could have been. The thing is, I could have ignored the despair if I had rolled it.
With no despair, there's at least, if it's a despair, that would have been her just selling us out when she landed.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I can ignore despairs, so that would have been fine.
Oh.
I would rather have had a despair than a thing.
Bunch of threat.
Yeah.
Now he tells us.
Yeah.
But you guys know this. Ever since I don't remember when it happened, but somebody other than me despaired. And I can cover, in social situations, I can cover 1 despair per encounter.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So in what way is she going to make our life difficult, or my life difficult?
Well, you are going to, reduce the price, but I don't know.
I say lots of nice things about her ship.
Yes, which she likes. She likes people talking nice things about her ship. Oh, I don't know. Really don't. Don't think she's going.
Well,
It's late.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Don't you normally have suggestions for this sort of thing?
See, obviously we're betraying you, but I don't feel like it is.
That'll be a despair.
Oh, so we rolled 5 threat.
Yeah, I'm having a few problems.
On the charm.
She's more than willing to do it for a discount, but some of the bits of her ship aren't working at the moment, so it's a bit under-equipped. If we
Maybe we
know
have to do something for her on the planet.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be a thing.
Like-
We could
like
owe
when
her
she
a
finds-
favor,
yeah.
or like she'll drop us off, but we also have to find our own way. Well, since
going
we
to
don't
do that
actually
anyway.
mind getting our own way back out.
Do we? That sounds pretty bad.
That's quite
What's one plan? I am trusting in our skills to smuggle our ways off, or just cut our way to the port and jump out.
Yeah, so I think the 5 would probably be best represented as like a pretty major favor that we have to do for her, like, or we burn that bridge pretty bad and she's gunning it for us.
Or she'll
No, I don't want
drop us
to. I mean, we haven't done anything bad to her.
Well, no, but
Oh, I
She'll
see what
drop-
you mean. I understand. I was
yeah,
gonna say.
like if we take the job, so she's willing to give us the discount, but we owe her a favor, and the favor needs to be done on the planet. And if we don't do it, that's obligation in terms of somebody who's pissed at us wants to get revenge.
Yeah.
that's
Or-
true.
It's her saying, "Okay, we'll give you a discount, but I won't stick around." So we have to either make a way out or make a way off on our own terms.
I think that's going to be incredibly difficult. Like, I mean, it's up to Gray, but if we steal a ship, we have to get into orbit and then not get shot down by all the military vessels that are no doubt waiting for us.
Be easy, but yeah, depends what Gray thinks.
I like
Yeah,
the
I say,
idea of
we have a
favour.
couple of options. What do you think, Gray?
I like an idea of a favour. I say you probably let slip that something about kyber crystals, and she decides she wants a kyber crystal.
Oh.
She just wants one.
She just wants.
It'll
one.
go perfectly. It'll go
Yeah,
perfectly.
she thinks
She
she can
shows
use
me
it
it'll
to
go
boost her
perfectly
ship.
here on the
She
dashboard.
basically
Well,
spends-
To be fair, it actually makes sense for her people to want kyber crystals because of the whole force connection, force religion thing.
Yeah.
So actually, that
Also,
Actually, that's a good point.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
so she'd probably want one to upgrade her ship with.
Also, probably like something to suggest sell to people, maybe, because like,
No, she wants it for her ship. She wants it in her ship.
yeah.
okay,
Her ship is her life. One thing you've noticed about this place is the quarters on the ship are fantastic. There are no quarters like in the building. She does not live in the building.
yeah, she lives
just,
on the ship.
Yeah, the building is just
So-
somewhere to house the ship.
Okay, so considering we have to steal a kyber crystal, how heavy and big are these things? Like, how big does the thing she needs is? How big?
Well, kyber crystals aren't that big. I mean, like, you can see them in stuff like the Old Republic. They're basically like a normal crystal formation. So
Sure, but like, how big is the thing that she needs?
Yeah, but you also see them in Rogue One, and they're being tracked to be by shuttles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be quite big.
I think the point is like it's like you can have like an entire bag full of the things.
Yeah, the small ones for like lightsabers and stuff.
Don't break them down
Or
into
whatever.
dust and snort them, please.
You can have anything from a coal trailer full of kyber crystals to one in your hand for your lightsaber.
Just googling.
Yeah.
There's one that from Rebels. There's two actually from Rebels. One that Ezra's holding between his finger and thumb, and another that's like 3 times bigger than they are.
Well, yeah, the one between his finger and thumb would be for his lightsaber.
Yeah, she'll
The other
want
one,
something.
yeah.
Probably
Not
want
3
something
times as
bigger.
big as he is.
No, she'd probably want something a couple of foot long.
Okay, if we're going to be stealing that while we're at it, we may as well steal more.
We'll find something to do with them, right?
Well, we're going to where they're processing it, so I think that we're going to be able to find some, especially
No,
on the
not-
ship that's transporting them.
We happen to know where a mine of them is.
Well, the problem is we'd have to get a refined one, so we'd have to get it somewhere late in the process.
Or does she actually want a refined one or a raw one?
She just
What
wants
do
a
you mean?
kyber crystal.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
but I mean,
it's refined.
That's
If
something for
it's
Greg to answer, I think.
if it's for her ship, I assume it's refined.
Do you refine these things?
I don't think
You do if you want to put them in lightsabers, but that's a
Okay.
very different kettle of fish. Not to mention the thought occurs if she wants a refined one, we can turn around and say, okay, we can get you a raw one and then have it refined back on Corellia, but we don't exactly have the resources to refine it on planet, and I think she's smart enough to work out we can't exactly just whistle up a refinery on this planet. We're not.
Yeah, we have no idea if there is a refinery on the planet. It may well be shipped
Exactly.
off-world.
So I doubt she's going to turn around and demand a refined one for fairly obvious reasons. Because it's just
Okay.
not possible. She knows we're already sneaking onto the planet illegally anyway. She's hardly going to imagine we're going to turn around and have access to that kind of facility on the planet.
I'm sure that the
She probably also wanted to
Republic won't-
refine it in her own way.
Sorry.
She wanted to chisel it down to her own specifications.
Yeah, fair
Well,
enough.
that-
She may want to do
Yeah.
Nothing
that's
on this
fair.
ship is stock. Everything has been customized in some way.
Hmm.
So she wants a crystal. So she basically wants a kyber crystal that she can cut down to her own specification.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically what she wants is like a slab of it or something.
Well, she wants like a big raw crystal.
Yeah. So enough
Point-
crystal she's got to work with. Yeah, that's not as bad. We can work with that.
Point is, it's
Yeah.
something to deal with.
Okay, and how much did the 4 successes actually get in terms of a reduction on the price?
We're going with her ship, so yeah.
Yes.
Well, think about how much kyber crystal costs.
That's nothing to do. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's part of the
that's got nothing
Yeah,
to do with
sure.
success. I hate to say it. That's the fuck.
No, but, yeah.
Yes, it's basically going okay. Instead of
Technically, if we're getting one the size of our arm, she would owe us money.
no, she wouldn't. That's not how the deals work.
Yeah, you wish.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the size of it, we could sell one of those things for more than 20k.
Yeah, true.
If
Okay, but we need
Do you
we
have
need
one
her
now?
service.
Do you have
We
one?
need her
point being-
services now.
The point being, Greg,
Yeah, it's
let's let the man
10.
speak.
10.
10k. Okay,
Okay, that's a lot better.
that's entirely acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Gray, you're tracking our mission fund, I suppose. You can cross that off. Which means
Also,
we'll have
like-
5k left.
Like I said, if we are stealing a kyber crystal, we may as well steal a few kyber crystals.
a bag,
Yes.
a few bags.
It would be politic to give her the better ones if we steal multiple.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying for us to recoup lost money,
Oh, also, well, or give them to the Jedi.
which have all buggered off. So
Oh, yeah, true. Sorry, I forgot that. But yeah, I'm quite alright with 10k and a kyber crystal. We can work with that.
yeah, seems reasonable.
Okay. So, she'll give you a bit of time. Says, can't make the jump till tomorrow. You've got to stock up. You got to make sure if you
Lots of gear is moved.
yeah.
Actually, what are we taking with us?
I'm thinking we're gonna need. We should pack some survival gear. even if we don't use it, we might end up having to go through the wilderness to get to the mines.
Probably.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Actually, it would be better.
Actually,
to
this is the point. Are we like when we're there? What are we doing? Are we attacking a mine? Or are we attacking like a processing facility?
No, we're not attacking. Nothing. We were looking for information on where the kyber crystals were going.
Okay, but I mean, what's our target like?
Probably whatever, either they're processing or the spaceport or something to do with that.
Yeah, if memory
The
serves, we were looking.
that sounds more likely.
Wait, this is the same planet we went to last time and went away from, wasn't it?
It's
With
the
the
frozen
Rubik's,
hellhole.
yes.
Yeah, the frozen hellhole for libertarians. Yeah.
So last time we were there, they basically had no spaceport, and also everyone there probably hates us.
Yes.
The people that probably hate us are probably dead because Huts.
Well, yeah. Not to mention the First Order marched in, and then the Huts marched in. So
Yeah, so the world is probably a bit on fire at the moment. But I mean, the Huts also would have built something to let them take like large heavy lifters off planet, full of kyber crystals.
even if it's secret. Because, yeah, it's a fair point. They probably would have built it secretly because they don't want people to know about the giant kyber crystal spaceport maneuver, but they're going to have built something. That's what we have to find. If we can get into that, we can start finding flight manifests, we can start finding even communications between this place and wherever the crystals are going, which is good enough for the job at hand.
Yeah, we're
I do
trying to
think
find a
landing where we
destination.
landed the first time probably would be best because at least we know the local area.
Didn't we land like in a city?
Well, that wasn't really a city. It was a load of random sort of freeholdings slapped next to each other with
It
anti-air
was
guns.
the biggest settlement on the planet.
Okay, we should probably land a bit away from the bigger city. Actually,
Oh, I know where we can land. We can land on what's left of that old First Order outpost that got kicked over.
which First Order outpost?
Do you remember when we were there, we were going to that random freehold that had basically dropped off the radar, then the First Order attacked us and we ran away? Because
Yeah, but that's a kyber mine, wasn't it?
So that's
I thought
pretty
it was
much
just some random houses. I don't remember that being a mine.
No, I think it was supposed to be a mine.
Yeah, it was
It was a mine. We just never
Oh,
explored
okay.
Because maybe you were at the
Okay,
mine
okay, that's
when
a
the
pretty bad
Imperials
place.
attacked. Yeah, dropping
Okay.
them at the mine might be a bad idea.
That's a really bad place to land. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
a day or two's travel from the mine, no?
Yeah, that's true enough. Well, no. Yeah, the mine's a good starting point. We go to the mine, then we find out where the mine's crystals are going, and then we hit the spaceport for information.
yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, we do need to go to the mine for the crystal. Yeah.
Yeah, well, practically speaking, to get her a crystal for the mission, we also need to know. We don't know where the spaceport actually is, and so it makes sense we hit the mine to work out crystals go to here, and then they're shipped off world.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, yeah.
Right, so we've got the evening to prep up and actually get stuff sorted out. I don't believe I have anything more to actually do. Does anybody have anything they want to buy before we leave? Because I get the feeling we're not going to be hitting habitat space for quite some time.
Tents, rations, and we've still
Survival
got,
kit is a good call.
we've still got our winter survivor gear somewhere, but tents.
Yeah, Nomad greatcoats were what we had last time we were here, and you should all still have them, so that's something. Beyond that, food and tents is a good call. I suppose to be fair, we could try and... How big is her ship? Like, could it fit a speeder?
Can we afford
I
a
was
speeder?
muted. I'm going to say, I suggest we buy some reloads and other things like that, just in case things go terribly wrong.
Agreed.
Probably
Practical
a
ship
good
is a good
idea.
idea.
Also, again, probably some, quite a few more stim packs and everything else.
Ooh, stim packs is a good shout. I'm nearly out. What, like 250 each?
But you get through them remarkably quickly.
Yeah, you do. Especially we don't have Atom anymore, so.
Yeah, true enough. Alright, does anybody remember how much stim packs
Stim packs are 25 each.
Cool. I have a load of petty cash left over from the break, so I'll...
Yeah,
I got
like-
some as well.
Yeah.
Extra reloads are also pretty cheap. They're 25 apiece as well, so.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to buy 10 stim packs.
I'm buying a tent and a week's rations.
Week's rations is also a good idea.
I have no money.
Buy two.
Okay,
We've
well,
got
tell you what. Once I finish buying my shit, tell me how much you need and I can throw you a loan.
We may also want some encrypted long-range communication thing
What now?
to contact her when we need to get the hell out of here.
Well, to be fair, we already have comm links, and I think, to be honest, what we do
Yeah.
there is just simply hook her up to ours.
It should work on the planetary scale, which is what we need.
Yeah.
We need the stuff to be encrypted, so that the huts don't
Right, Kit. Yeah, it's true.
Alright, comm scrambler.
Yeah, I'll do it. How much is that?
Let me look.
Well, the closest thing that I can see to that is an encryption module thing.
No, comm scrambler, I think, is actually a thing he's looking for.
Where's the encryption scrambler thing?
It's in Sons of Fortune.
Yeah, I mean the comm scrambler only gives 2 black dice to opponents trying to decode what we're doing.
Yeah, page 100 of the.
Everything is encrypted, but this just makes the encryption stronger.
Yeah,
Well,
I
yeah.
think the way that encryption works is that if you're actively trying to encrypt it, you make it's essentially an opposed computers test.
Well, we have Zebran.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure enough.
I don't know the specific rules, but I would guess an opposed computers test would probably be the best way to do it.
If they're trying to slice me, they get 2 black dice.
Do you know what? If Tybus is around to run encoding, I think honestly that might be. We might be all right. Actually, I know what I'm doing.
Attempts to decode messages sent through an encryption model without a receiver with the decryption key are formidable. 5 black. I mean 5 difficulty.
Okay, so two-way encryption works fine, then we don't need to worry about it. So
Yeah, but this is if you have the encryption, the encryption module that I talked about now.
Yeah.
I've got a tent which should fit everyone because their size isn't defined. So I can say it's a 6-person tent, and it is.
I've brought a backup tent just because obviously there's more people in the party. If we need another tent, we have another tent.
Actually, why don't we get this encryption thing anyway? It sounds like it would be useful for our general sort of cloak and dagger stuff.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You're not wrong. How much is the encryption thing?
1,250.
Okay,
We still have discretionary funds left over.
No, it's
Right,
not.
is
It's 1,000.
I still have. Well, the 1,001 is the scrambler, and the encryption module.
Is 1,250.
Yeah. The module
buy-
is in Sons of Fortune. That one's just quite literally 2-way communication. You can't break it unless you take a very hard test to do it. You have to.
Which is perfect for what we need.
It's true.
We need to be able to talk to people without the people on the other side, without somebody in the middle figuring out what we're saying.
Well, we
Yeah,
can take it out of mission funds. He's right.
It's directly relevant to the mission.
Yeah.
Also, I would like a pink pony, which is also directly relevant to the mission.
No, Jar, stop it.
Jar.
By the way, this is sort of tangentially related, sort of not. But I'm buying up ammo for that missile tube that we still have, seeing as I still have it.
We have a
Oh,
we have a
yeah.
missile too.
Yeah, we
What
do.
we didn't actually know is that it actually had guided 3 the whole time.
Oh,
Guided 3 you can only trigger guided if you get 2 advantages, but yes, guided 3 means that you can get a second reroll if you can trigger the guided quality.
Yeah, that would have made my shooting with it so much better.
And if you have the Dangerous Covenants, you can get different missiles other than the base one. Yep, we'll look at that later.
Probably like more micro rockets, but yeah, look at it like that.
probably a lot bigger than the micro rockets.
Oh, there's a lot bigger than the micro rockets.
Oh yeah.
I just like the
I
idea.
mean, standard
of,
rockets are doing 20 damage, for God's sake.
I need that tank to stop being there.
This tank no longer exists. Good job.
I have a melter rocket. I know it's from the wrong setting, but you know.
Alright, well, I
Okay.
can't really justify this as a mission expense, so I'm going to buy a couple of reloads for that out of my own petty cash.
Well, we may need to explode something.
And I'm pretty like it's 100 credits for 10, 50 credits per person for 10 days food. That can come out of mission funds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's actually can.
Jar eats all the food on the first night.
God damn it, Jar. By my count, that leaves us with 3.5 out of mission funds left before we start buying anything else after food. Because we spent 5k for the parts info, 10k for the freighter, well, for her fee for this.
Yeah.
And then 1.5k for rations and for travel supplies and shit like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay.
Oh, even individual tents.
Well, no. But the 2 tents and the food and the ammo.
Oh, okay. Yeah, K and a half between it all.
Yeah. Which leaves us with 3.5k once we hit planet for anything else, particularly specific.
Yeah.
And if anybody else wants anything else, then that's probably where you can start stepping in your own paid cash.
Yeah, we probably need that money. We may need that money for bribes.
Yeah. I mean, given how things have gone so far, yeah. Alright, in that case, Gray, just to let you know, I'm going to spend about 250 more creds on some extra reloads specifically for the missile tube. But other than that, I'm pretty much good.
That's from the group funds.
No, I could pay that out of my cash.
Oh yeah, I don't care about your own cash. You keep track of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on you.
Yeah.
I'll just let you
Oh,
know I did it.
an investment has matured for Jar. He now has 100,000 credits.
That's fine. But he's also got 100,000 in inheritance tax because the Trandoshan inheritance tax is just horrible. So how's the government keep
Hey,
going?
at least he hasn't had to pay repairs on his properties he owns back on the Trandoshan homeworld.
Mm-hmm.
He did 100 credits in a beauty contest though.
Yes.
I can believe it.
Unfortunately, the materials required to enter the contest cost about 100 credits.
But you have a nice trophy. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're all set up. So you've got your gear, survival gear.
Yep.
You're all ready for a nice cold planet.
Yep.
Jar isn't.
Could Jar just wear multiple Nomad greatcoats?
Mm-hmm.
See, you can Wookiee tape the holes closed.
And then suffocate. Wait.
Not those ones.
No.
That's his bounce.
Wait a minute. His suit has 7 hours oxygen. He'll be fine.
True. But yes, I think we are ready.
Yeah.
Okay. So you'll be back up with Psycho. Pyro.
Sorry?
Pyropsycho.
The pilot, Pyropsycho.
Oh, okay. Understood.
So,
What's the ship called?
the Light Hugger.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
The Light Hugger.
The Light Hugger, okay.
It's built to be fast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just to give you guys an idea what it's got on it. It's silhouette 4, only 3 in combat, speed 5, handling 1, armor 1. It's 0.5 hyperspace.
Okay.
Because it's hyperspace generators modded. It's got night shadow coating, which reduces sensors range by 1, and silhouette by 1 in combat. And whisper engines, which means it upgrades checks to detect it when it's travelling 3 or speed or less.
So it's very hard to detect.
It's very hard. It's very fast and very hard to detect.
I think it was a good idea we didn't bring our own freighter.